Ever wondered what an arbitration agreement is? Or perhaps you've stumbled across that term in a contract and weren't quite sure what it meant. Well, today, we're going to demystify this legal jargon for you. Imagine this scenario. Two parties enter into a contract. Down the line, a dispute arises. Instead of heading straight to court, they've included a clause in their contract that says any disputes will be resolved through arbitration. This, my friends, is an arbitration agreement. Arbitration, in its simplest form, is a method of resolving disputes outside of court. The parties involved agree to abide by the decision of an arbitrator, who is a neutral third party. An arbitration agreement, then, is a written contract in which parties agree to settle any disputes through arbitration rather than litigation. The beauty of an arbitration agreement is that it provides a more efficient, less formal, and often less expensive way of resolving disputes. It's a bit like choosing to sit down and talk it out with a mediator, rather than duking it out in a courtroom. Now, there are two main types of arbitration agreements that you might come across: the clause in a contract and the stand-alone agreement. The former is included as part of a larger contract, while the latter is an agreement all on its own, specifically for the purpose of resolving disputes. It's important to note that the enforceability of an arbitration agreement can depend on a few factors, such as the fairness of the terms and whether both parties genuinely agreed to them. If the agreement isn't fair, or if one party was pressured into signing, a court may refuse to enforce it. So to sum up, an arbitration agreement is a contract where parties agree to resolve disputes through arbitration. It can be a clause within a larger contract or a standalone agreement. The key benefits of such an agreement are efficiency, informality, and often cost-effectiveness. But remember, the enforceability of an arbitration agreement can be subject to factors like fairness and genuine consent. Understanding an arbitration agreement isn't just useful for law students or lawyers. Whether you're signing a new job contract, entering into a business partnership, or even signing a lease, you never know when you might come across one. And when you do, you'll be glad you know what it's all about. So the next time you see the term arbitration agreement, you'll know exactly what it means, how it works, and what to consider before signing on the dotted line. Knowledge really is power, isn't it?